Hello and welcome to In the Library with
Marcia?
and Adrian. Today we are going guestless. How
Welcome.
is how is your week, Marcia?
It is going good. One of the things I was going to share about, it's so distracting looking at your avatar. I'm just looking at anything but you right now. Um, I asked if we were allowed to share this or if it was a secret, but I was going to talk about the future up and coming launch during National Library Week of the new thing that you and I are a part of. You want to share about it?
About the tiki-taki?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. We can talk about the tiki-taki.
So the library is going to have its own TikTok, and we've filmed some videos already, and it's going to include different things like book talks and tours and programs, cameos by both of us. Do you have your own personal TikTok account?
I do not post anything on a TikTok. No.
Do you watch them?
No. No, my experience with the TikTok is quite limited. But if you watch the MCLS TikTok and you see the horror book haikus, those were created by yours truly.
Oh, so you've even got a little sneaky name in there. How many have you done so far?
One to make sure it was okay with Christine,
Okay.
but I will have more.
So yeah, so that's going to launch in April. So we will be adding to that as well. So we should do some podcast TikToks, like TikToks of us doing the podcast.
You should.
I know. I'm going to do one. I'm going to film one right now to show them how ridiculous you look and how hard it is to do a podcast with you.
I do not know what you speak of.
Oh,
I
you will know what I speak of.
am eminently professional.
I'm kind of wondering if this voice is staying for the whole TikTok.
I don't know what you're talking about. As it is just you and I would like to begin by discussing some events related to One Book, One Community.
Please do.
For those of you not aware, One Book, One Community has kicked off for the year, and this year it will be focusing on The Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulley. I've probably pronounced that wrong. Boulley is a Michigan author and a member of the Sault Ste. Marie tribe of Chippewa Indians. The goal for One Book, One Community is to get as many people in Monroe as possible to read and engage with the same book. And to that end, we have a number of events related to The Firekeeper's Daughter.
Yes.
Shall I list some?
Please do. Please do. I know that the launch has already passed, and I'm not sure, depending on, it might be available tonight. On Tuesday, March 19th might be the next program. But yes, please list some of the programs that you can find, Adrian.
Sure. On Monday, March 18th, which may be during or after this podcast goes live, Small Things Not Forgotten, reflecting on the past and present with Dr. Ken Mauney, Professor of Anthropology, will be at the Campbell Learning Resources Building at 1555 South Raisinville Road in Monroe, Michigan. We will be having Origins of Native Americans with Dr. Erbon from the University of Toledo. That will also be at the same location. The Small Things will be from 1 to 2, and the Origins of Native Americans will be from 3 to 4. On Tuesday, March 19th, we will be having an evening with Angeline Boulley, the author of Firekeeper's Daughter, at the Meyer Theater at the Lazy Boy Center, located at the Monroe County Community College, 1555 South Raisinville Road, at 7 p.m. On Wednesday, March 20th, we will be having FBI Career Pathways at the Life Sciences Building, also at 1555 South Raisinville Road. That is from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. On Thursday, March 21st, we'll be having Book Chat with MCCC Writing Fellows at the Atrium at the Lazy Boy Center. That is from 12:30 to 1:30. March 25th, at the Vivian branch of the library, we'll be having an afternoon read book club. That will be at 1 p.m. and will be on The Firekeeper's Daughter. Just a few more if that's okay.
Yes.
On Tuesday, March 26th, Best Practices in Conversations about Native American Culture at the MCCC main campus. from 1 to 2 p.m. Wednesday, March 27th, criminal justice topics in firekeepers.org Q&A with Dan Wood, Professor of Criminal Justice, MCCC, main campus at 2 p.m. And then finally, Thursday, March 28th, Native American, First Nations Indian, researching indigenous peoples at the Bedford Library Community Room, 8575 Jackman Road at 6 p.m. All events are free and open to the public.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing.
I did my best.
I was looking to see how some of the other events happening around the library, in addition to One Book, One Community. And we got some new flyers that came through today that looked really fun. On Wednesday, March 20th at 11 o'clock a.m. is Radical Reptiles at the Dundee Branch Library. So come on out and check out the reptiles there. And on Saturday, April 6th is Teddy Bears and Tutus, also at the Dundee Library. That's at 10 a.m. as well. Saturday.
Teddy bears and tutus?
Yeah.
Sign.
Boys and girls alike will be learning a few moves from real ballerinas from the River Raisin Center for the Arts.
So, this is going out just a little ways, but on April 7th, which is a Sunday, we will be having a Barbie tea from 1 to 2:30 p.m. at the Bedford Branch Library. There is a small possibility yours truly will be in attendance.
Are you going to be Ken?
I cannot say.
I love that. I may have seen this before, but that's amazing, and I love that.
I can say with much certainty I am not Kenough, but I'll do my best.
I'm just Ken. On Thursday, March 21st at the Dorsch Library will be cookies and canvas. You can create a cookie or create a painting while eating cookies, ages 10 and older, along with their loved one. Please come to Dorsch on Thursday, March 21st.
Can I paint a cookie?
You probably could. Paint a cookie, eat a painting, whatever.
I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, things coming up that you may be interested in. On March 19th, which is a Tuesday, from 1 to 3 p.m., the musical film series at Bedford will continue. And I believe this month they're watching West Side Story from 1961.
Ooh, nice. I was doing my snaps. You can't see it with my avatar up, but I was like, West Side Story. Yeah, be there, be square. On March... Whoops, I'm sorry, yes.
Just a moment. Are you a shark or a jet?
Probably a jet.
Oh, so when you went jet, you went jet all the way, huh?
Yes. On March 28th at 6 o'clock p.m. is Sorted Out Decluttering at the Frenchtown Dixie Branch Library. Home organizing business owner and expert Amanda Lyford will be there to help you tackle your overwhelming projects of decluttering. So come get organized at the Frenchtown Dixie Branch.
And one last thing from me, if you would be so kind.
Yes.
On March 25th, which is a Monday coming up, we will be having a Reading with Rabbits from 10 to 12:30 at the Bedford Branch Library. Please come out. The rabbits need all the reading help they can get.
How's that going? How are the rabbits reading going?
You know how it's going.
Well, that's fun. And you can always go to mymcls.com and check out the events calendar for these and other events every day at every branch. And check out our new calendar while you're on there. I'm learning new features on that every single day. So that's exciting too.
So, without a guest today, I would not normally have a picture to put up in the top right corner of the screen, but I have an idea on how we can fill that space.
Yes.
I am going to help you create a vision board.
Oh, okay.
And so we will feature your vision board in the top corner.
Or we could feature your avatar, because I just am sending you a picture of that.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, since you're the editor, I don't usually have a choice as to what happens.
What is a short-term goal that you, Marsha Langendorfer, have?
Personally or professionally?
Yes,
A short-term goal. I guess recently I have just recently discovered this yesterday. I need some immediate car repairs and some decisions as far as my car need to be concerned. And that affects me both personally and professionally because it's my mode of transportation.
What do you wish you had more time for in your life?
Reading, ironically. I'm going to say reading. I think I read more before I worked for the library than I get to now that I work here. So I want to bring back some reading.
Please choose a color.
Blue.
Blue. Fantastic. Please choose a second color.
Purple.
Purple. Fascinating. And how does blue and purple make you feel?
Happy.
Okay. Please choose one of the following: mental health, travel, and hobbies.
Hobbies.
Hobbies it is. And what is your biggest hobby right now?
I maybe should have picked something else. I don't really know that I have hobbies either. I usually say reading, but I just admitted I'm not reading like I would love to be. So,
Your hobby is being a hot mess. Understood.
yes, of course. That's always my status. Does playing games with family count or like you can put something like games or family time. I got it's my hobby.
Fantastic. I think I have the perfect vision board to stick in the top corner.
I cannot wait to see my vision.
Everyone will be very impressed.
Okay, thank you.
What have you been reading lately?
Well, I just read the book. I read the book for the I Love a Mystery book club that meets on the second Wednesday of the month at 10 a.m. at the Ellis Library and Reference Center. Come out and see me there. It's a good time. We were accused the last 2 months of being kind of loud and rowdy, and that's the only way I roll. So I'm sorry that it meets at a library, but it was very fun. We have a lot of great ladies that come to it. We just read Mercy River by Glenn Eric Hamilton, and I'm really excited about next month's book that will be meeting in April on the second Wednesday because it is Jeffrey Deaver, Hunting Time, which is loosely based off of the the series is based off of the book, but the new series Tracker that's out, the Coulter Shaw character on Tracker. So we will be reading a Coulter Shaw book by Jeffrey Deaver and discussing that at the April meeting. So please come read Jeffrey Deaver, Hunting Time. Come out and discuss that with me at the library. How about you? What are you reading?
Let's see. I just finished. What is the name of the book I just finished? I just finished it. Oh, I just finished reading. Hang on, I'm going to cheat for a moment and look it up. Yes, so I just finished reading The Ruins by Scott Smith about a wonderful vacation in Mexico. If you haven't read it, it's a pleasant book. You should definitely check it out.
Okay.
And I am in the middle of a book that was recommended by one of our fellow staff members. I am reading Rent-A-Dad.
Rent-A-Dad?
It's a Harlequin Press book.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's to my taste, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I've never heard of that, so I'm gonna have to look into that and see what that's about too.
Oh, no.
Don't read it.
I recommend against it.
Okay, perfect. I also just read one called Eight. I listened to. I didn't read it. I had just finished listening to Eight Perfect Murders by Peter Swanson, which is another oldie, but I was turned on to it by another fellow book club member, and it references so many. If you are a book fan, or you work in a library, or you're a literacy fan, there is all kinds of references to old classic. I know I looked the picture up before you said it. It's a reference to a bunch of murders like the Agatha Christie ABC murders and Strangers on a Train. There's this blog written about 8 perfect murders that you could get away with. And then there's somebody that's committing these murders along from this list. So it's I liked it because it referenced books, some books that I actually just requested for myself because I had somehow missed them. And so I enjoyed that one. I'm also reading All My Rage that was recommended to me. It's a young adult book. And another book I'm reading is one that I am doing called 21 Boy, and that is for the Youth Detention Center book club as well. So I guess I am reading more than I thought. I guess I just want to be reading all the time, but life and work gets in the way.
I will say that despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage.
Did you read All My Rage?
No.
Have you read that? Okay.
No, I have not. I am fairly poorly read. As you can tell by what I've read thus far. Anyway, I think that's about all we have time for this week. So, we want to thank you for listening. We thank you for putting up with our nonsense. And this has been In the Library with
Arsha
and Adrian.
Yay. Thank you, Adrian.
Ciao.